Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Yep. Last we left off, I would say, finished up exploring most of the boat capital. Yeah, there's still like one big section left down there, past Pinwheel Guy, but for the most part, we did everything else. Yeah. Yeah, I think we started off last at the other shrine in the capital, right by the benediction door, where the boatman was. Yeah, where we had two options. We picked one. It opened up. The boatman was in there. So We started off at that shrine. Went back to that big courtyard with the monstrosity, kind of up on one of the buildings. Yeah, I wasn't expecting him to come down, but he came down. Yeah. I think the last time I went through that courtyard, he stayed up there, but I guess he does come down. So he came down. We took care of him. That freed us up to kind of loot the courtyard that I didn't get to do last time. And then after that, we went through the other door that opened up in that area. Yes. I think the last time we went through one door, which kind of continued forward through the area. So this time we went through the other doorway. There was I'm trying to remember what's past it. There wasn't much past it. There was one of the bamboozling things, the little bamboo guy that runs away. Mm-hmm. But if you chase after him, he'll lead you into a god guard, corrupted god guard. Yeah, and one of the big guys with the big scepters. Yeah, but he was corrupted. You know, the red eyes, the purple haze around him. So extra strong, but he doesn't respawn. So, yep. And with him, I wasn't sure. I believed we couldn't, but it turns out you can clash with their giant little club things. Yeah, so I was under the impression you couldn't just because they were too big, but apparently you can. So we dealt with him, came up to a benediction door, opened it up. It gave us a... what was the benediction it gave us? I think it was the benediction that... I think it was this one, the Blood Force. Yeah. Increases damage dealt while below a certain health threshold. So, health is low, attack up. So, pretty sure they've got it from that door, which popped us out on that side over there, kind of like a shortcut back this way to this shrine here. So, after that, we took the elevator up, continued forward. I'm trying to remember where we eventually went. Took care of the enemies, the big guy with the wing. Trying to remember. I think we went and grabbed our bloodstain. And then we kind of backtracked back across the hidden pathway. I'm trying to think if we can see it from here. Yeah, it's over there. Yeah, that's the little structure there. Yeah, because there's like divination stones on either side that kind of point in a direction. So we crossed the invisible bridge. That led us to... We went left, down this way, took care of some enemies. Led us down to a little corrupted mimic shrine that was appearing every now and then. Yeah, but he was also corrupted, so we dealt with him. So we got a level, upgrade material, as well as the corrupted crystal, which kind of goes into the shrine, yeah. From a shrine tainted by red mercury. So it kind of, well, I would say explains their origins. Yeah, it's like just a regular shrine like this, but gets corrupted by red mercury, coming alive. So, yeah, so interesting. And if we consume it, we get 10,000 mercury. So it's like a really good mercury consumable. And then after that, it was kind of guarding like a little teleport spot. I'm not quite sure what its use is, but you interact with it, teleports you back to Worship Rise and Ruin, that one little cave section where we first encountered the storyteller and Panda, which now would have two fully feathered being soldiers in there, but we already took care of them, so it just kind of led us back to Worship Rise and Ruin. So not quite sure what that teleport's all about, but So we came back, went the other way, brought us into like a little cave section, some more of those little monster guys over there, and some falling debris from some falling stuff from the ceiling. Another benediction door. I don't quite remember what that one gave us. It might have gotten us this one. I think it gave us combo ward. Yeah, I think that's what the one that it gave us. Yeah, because it popped us out back by where the giant winged guy was at, like up there. I think he is. Yeah, I think he's up there. So it kind of popped us out. I think we can just see the bridge right above my head, like right over there somewhere. So kind of like a little closed loop. So now we don't have to walk across the invisible bridge, but yeah. So took care of that. Went back up. I'm trying to think of where the thing is at. So went up through there, and then we eventually went through that little bridge right there, which led us into a little cave section where we found Panda and another benediction door. That door, I don't remember what we got. I don't remember what that door gave us. I wouldn't be. It might have been Blood Vigor, would be my guess. I think it's Blood Vigor. Yeah. I believe it's that one, but. Yep. And Panda had a new item in his inventory. He has one luminous feather, so a max upgrade for your weapon, which requires 5 bamboozlings, which I didn't have at the time. I had 4, but we did eventually go back at the one that we missed at the beginning of the episode. I ran back to him, grabbed the flower, not the flower though, the feather, and so we eventually did get it, but did it at the end. And just past that benediction door was the storyteller. This time, the lore dumped on us, or exposition, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he basically revealed that he was Duriel, that his name is Duriel, and he's the king of ancient Shu. Yep, this guy right here. Because the contaminated crystal says the shrines were created by Duriel at key moments during the Avian Wars. Yeah, abandoned his post guarding the altar. The primordial deity's power mixed with the red mercury, ultimately transforming it into a monstrous entity. So Duriel created the shrines during the war. Apparently, he abandoned his post at some point, but he basically, kind of explained what happened to the Shu people, the Bo people, how they created red mercury in order to transcend, mortal plane into the heavens, basically defying fate and all that stuff. And he also said they eventually became at war with the Bailings. So, whoever they are, I don't know. I think it's the first time they mentioned a Bailing somewhere. At least that I can remember, anyway. Yeah. So he talked about how he eventually clashed with the Bailings. I think he lost, or the Shu people lost at that major battle, ending their little reign. Basically saying that even though they created red mercury and defied fate, it only lasted so long until nature caught up with them. Or causality caught up with them, I should say. He talked about. He also talked about us and our obsession. Apparently, we're obsessed with life and death. He talked about how the chisels were used to perform the ritual to defy fate and all that stuff. The whole obsession thing. Yeah. I guess in order to defy fate, you must deal with your obsession or confront it or something. I don't know. It seems to be a running theme through most of these bosses. The Reborn Emperor, the items you get from him clearly mention his obsessions and all that stuff. And I wonder if the Sovereign's obsession was something there as well as the Perfect Bride. I don't know. Interesting little concept. I should probably pay attention again if I play again. But so anyway, he eventually did give us his little staff as a spell. It's the Golden Scepter. Haven't used it yet. We'll probably try it out here. I just talked with him a bit. And then that same little room was a chest. That was the last thing we needed to fully upgrade our flask. So we grabbed that, upgraded the flask. And that led to the little drop down to down there. And down there has like a little spell that kind of negates fall damage if you land on it. So yeah, so I guess down there is the way forward, past Pinwheel Guy. I did contemplate doing that last episode, but I was like, nope. It's a good thing I did. Good thing I didn't do it. So, and that was it. I think that was all we did. That's all we did. Just finished up exploring this upper section. Now we get to go down. And between episodes, I didn't do anything. All our stuff's gonna be the same. Our skill point's the same. So, and today, hopefully finish up the Bow Capital. I thought we would finish up yesterday, but nope, not yesterday. Last time, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I guess today is just going to be going down there, past Pinwheel Guy, and see where that takes us. Probably to a boss fight, probably to our obsession based on what Duriel's talking about last time. Probably another inner demon fight for all I know. I wouldn't be surprised at this point, considering our obsessions are inner demon. We have to kind of confront it to overcome fate, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. I'm just spitballing at this point. Still using the unequilibrium blades. I know I have better ones. I just like the look of these. Cloudfrost Edge. Haven't upgraded it yet because I need another skill point in order to get to the last node to upgrade this thing. Yep. Kind of my armor is the same. It's pretty good armor set all around. Just pretty, I would say, even-ish defenses. The only thing bad is the fire, but so far I haven't done anything with fire, and if we do come across it, we'll change it. Yeah, lifesteal, more damage, more defense. Haven't gotten to use this yet, so yep. All right, and anything else? Nope. All right. Let's get going. All right. Let's check this out. Yeah. Just looking at from the elevator, I know there's a giant monstrosity in the distance fighting something. There's other enemies just kind of wandering around. So it's a very fun place down there. I'll say that. Blood fountain thing. All right. Actually, now that we talked with Duriel, does that mean we learned the truth according to the Elder in White? Because he said, once we learn the truth, to come back to him. And I wonder if that counted. I'm curious. I am curious. Alright, so I guess that's probably the way forward. I don't want to do that. Let's just check out what's behind us. There's a lot more of these things. Alright. That looks pretty strong, but it's a very slow cast, so I don't know about that. And it does cost 3, so it's actually not that bad, but... This guy over here. I heard somebody. Yeah, I heard it. Let's run. Ooh. What the hell, buddy? That little guy came. Ow. Yeah, this is a crappy fight right here. I aggroed that guy as well, which is kind of... Alright, so note to self as a little guy if you're going to go against the big guy, so... Which is fine. I mean, I don't plan on... Definitely go back to the shrine just to recoup, but... Just checking out what's back here. Mercury, lantern fruit, cool. Anything else back here? Yes, there's an item, probably from the big flower. Mercury. Right, so it's like just a big old dead end, huh? Fine by me. I have a bunch of these little flowers anyway. Alright. There is most likely a shrine over there. I am actually going to go back. Well... screw it. Seems like he's fighting something, but what the hell is he fighting? Featherfall Marsh. I'm gonna assume there's a shrine down here somewhere. So. It's the only reason why I'm continuing forward without going back. Oh, he is fighting somebody, okay. Finding one of those big old one-wing guys. My money's on the monstrosity to win that fight. Just checking. We'll avoid them for as long as we can. They're going to be at it for a while. Just don't get involved. Just stay away. When one falls, we'll go deal with the other guy. My money's on one of you guys waking up. Yep. Thank you. All right. Alright, so far the compass hasn't pointed to any shrine, but I'm almost positive there's gotta be one down here somewhere. Yep. Question is it just you? That's my question. So far. Yes, cool. Ow. Yeah, the last stomp has a slight delay to it, so I'm like, I still think axes will do good against those guys. I'm almost positive. There's another monstrosity. Looks like they're gonna fight though, which is fine. But there's this tree here, and there's this white thing, and then there's these golden braids on these statues. It's like it's drawing from it or powering it or something. My money's on if we hit the switch, it's gonna stop that thing. And everyone's gonna come and like, yep. There's a monstrosity over there. Let's see what happens. Okay. Soulbird shard left. Okay. Key item? Key item. The left part of the legendary Soulbird. It allows passage on a sacred pilgrimage. This is the left half of the key once used by the bow people to lock the Forbidden Lands. When united with its counterpart, it allows passage on a sacred pilgrimage. In times of strife, the key symbolized unity and, through the gate of truth, bestowed wisdom upon the avians. Ooh. Okay. Which means we need to grab the other one to finish this bridge and allow passage through, I guess. If you're gonna do environmental hazard, that's how you do it. Oh, another benediction doors. I guess we had to drop down here. Should have gone back to grab some more of those. I only have one. Yep. And I was foolish enough to use it, even though there's more items in the little thing. Gonna get hit. Very powerful, but very slow. Right. While we're corrupted, might as well just grab this. Alright, we're just gonna have to power through. Feather, sure, why not? I was hoping there'd be like at least a shrine somewhere in here. Actually, that's actually a good idea. Interact. What do we get? Blood Ward. My guess, take reduced damage when you get hit. Take reduced damage you take for a time. Yeah, taking damage reduces damage taken. Okay. Oh, these have different... Okay. They each have a different little thing. I thought they all said the same, but no. Each one has a slightly different little thing to them. Alright. Ooh, we got some more. Good. Which one of you comes alive? Lotus, sure, why not? Alright, so we came up there. Let's let them fight, just let them fight. both almost dead, so that's fine. Oh. Someone's shooting at me. Probably him. Probably get in there. Alright, so the guy dies, we're gonna get shot at here. That guy right there is going to be real pain. Always take out the sorcerer first. Always take out the sorcerer first. Okay. Let's see. He's probably guarding a door. Giant bronze arrow. Key item? Key item. Hand over to Wu Gang to access new product. Ooh, a massive bronze arrow. Unique and unusable by any ordinary man. Legend talks of an ancient war during the era of the Avians, one most likely related to the god of Shu. Yep. My guess is the Avians attempted to ascend to heavens, but the heavens said no, and sent their legions against the Avians, the Bow people. So, thought we were being shot at for a second. So that is my take. For firebombs. Alright, this is going to be tricky because of the corruption. Yeah, we can't quite lure him over because he does have range attacks. We could try, I mean, we'll try. Yeah, 'cause he just has that. Are you just gonna spam that? Yeah, looks like he's just gonna spam it. Oh. Pretty sure we can clash with you, so I'm not that concerned. Picked up some more of these. Let's use these real quick. Alright. Good. I hear you, bird. Just chill out. No shrine on the little compass, but who's gonna come alive? You. Ah. Right. Oh, hello. Wow. Was not expecting that quick one. I know you're weak to fire, but no one likes someone sneaks up on them. Alright. Alright, Mr. Golems, who's gonna come alive? Not you. You will. Thought I killed that. So all this for origin pill. Alright. Nope, there's more to it. Never mind. Never mind. I thought that was it. Alright. Yes, I know there's that way, but I want to see where this goes. And besides, there's not nice enemies in there. Could this just be like an alternate path? Oh. Someone died, or a feather died, wherever. Is that an alternate path? Yeah, that looked like that was an alternate path. I won't say no. But there are items, so I do want to go back. Yeah, there are items just kind of strewn about, so we're gonna try and grab as many as we can without getting too many people on our butts. Except for the big guy. I am stuck in a corner. Alright, so the camera zooms out when he jumps. Alright. That's blight. Go back here, you prick. Oh. Oh, corruption got us at the end. Alright, I'm gonna change my eye back to my little Draken talisman. That was I like that one better. All right. Well, if he didn't sneak up on us, we would have been fine, but... all right. That was an alternate path, but I wanted the items. I need items. While we're here, might as well plus 10 the long swords. There we go. All right. I get to do that all again. Yay! Well, this time we don't have to check out this little back section, so we can kind of... at least we know where we're going. Mostly, kind of, sort of. So let's just run past everybody. That's a big old spine. All right. I am surprised we haven't found a shrine yet in there. That's actually kind of amazing, I guess. Well, anyway. Yep. Not bad. Yay. Poison swamp with a ton of enemies in it. Excuse me, people. Excuse me. Find me. Okay, so we have to get past this guy. Go. All right. Give me health. Thank you. I got clipped by that stupid thing. Not so tough now that I saw you coming, huh? 50,000, jeez. Yeah, these guys really weak to fire. You. All right. Radiant feather. Pick up thing. We came from that way, right? Yes. Cool. Where is it? Okay, that actually boosted our resistances by a lot. I was actually surprised. Okay, so now we can go forward. Did we already get down there? I think we did. I want to say we did. There's the monstrosity. Oh, we were over there. That's the benediction door. That's the monstrosity that pops out that fights the one green guy over there. Can't go that way anyway, so... Okay. Well, let's just activate this. Soulbird Shard right. Both go to that thing, which points down, which means we've got to go past that guy. Cool. Soulbird Shard right. The bronze alt tree in the ancient capital is a replica of the colossal lily tree. In ancient times, avians performed blood rituals before the lily tree, seeking the power to bring unity to all things. Blood sacrifice, huh? This just leads us back down. I don't know, did we get over here yet? Oh, got his stupid spells off. Soul grass. It's a full heal. I got a few of those in our inventory. So can I climb this thing? Oh, you can climb it. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Lustrous red feather. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so we could take this path this way. So we need to go that way. Okay. Quickest way would be this way. Drop down here. And your monstrosity's not here, so that's good. Excuse me, coming through, coming through. Excuse me, good sirs. I should probably not be doing this just yet, but I want to see what's up here. Ah, so we use the things down here. All right. Okay, is that it for the capital? Really? Is there any other place I can think of? No? I think we did everything that's down here. So let's move forward, I guess. So I guess that's a replica of the lily tree they were talking about. In the little soulbird crest thing, shard or whatever. That just dawned on me that's probably the replica. It said it was in the capital, but the Forbidden Lands?
Wuchang, come and find me!
Is there a boss fight at the end of this? Nope. Ooh, okay. The eye motif is all around. That's not very good looking. Oh, we got an Ave. Ooh, what's this? Contains 100,000 red mercury. Also grants maximum madness and prevents madness loss for an extended duration. Translucent crystal formed on the branches of a sea lily, resembling avian tears. The avians believe the sea lily tree embodies the harmony of all things, manifesting nature's purest essence. Okay. I did not realize we grabbed that. Probably from just before we came here. So make sure I got everything. Alright. We did have the item. Where is it? Here it is. I am going to use this because I have a ton of mercury and I don't want to lose it because we got stuff to buy from Wu Gang and all that. But I guess that's the gate of truth right there. I am fully expecting a boss fight here any second. A bunch of these guys I do not want to fight. They have glowing wings. That is not good. So we leave them alone. One's already pretty difficult on its own. I don't want 3 of them with glowing wings at that. Although I have a feeling if we do kill them, all 3 of them, it kind of reminds me of the 3 golden winged enemies in Dark Souls 3 at the top of the Duke's I mean, not the Duke's Archives, the Archives, the Regal Archives, I think it's called. Yeah, at the very top, once you get outside, there's 3 of these golden winged guys. If you kill all 3 of them, you get a titanite slab, and I wonder if that's true here. If we defeat these three guys, do we get something out of it? I'll find out later. There's another guy, so that... There's another one here, so that theory is probably not true, but it was a nice theory. Yeah, that's a boss fight up there. Okay, good. Shrine. Watch, it's gonna be like a mimic shrine or something. That would have been a cruel joke. Alright. So at least there's a shrine right outside this boss door, so that's good. Alright, there's an item right here. It's a gate. Damage token. Oh. A damage token. Token shaped in the likeness of the Zenu temple engraved with the Taoist name Zonyangzi. In the face of overwhelming forces, renounced his Taoist identity. Perhaps from the start, it had only been a disguise. I knew it. I knew it. That's the Taoist doctor guy. Is this the final boss? That's probably the final boss. I don't want to do that today. There's still the Elder in White I have to go talk to. Yeah, that looks final boss to me. That whole music, the scenery, the okay. Yeah. So we have back to Annulum. All right. Yeah, that gave final boss vibes, and I don't want to do that just yet. There's some things I want to do. Well, we have to go back to Elder in White, see if he has anything to say. So let's go here. Gang?
Hey, you made it. Got some new stuff for you.
Bronze arrow.
You found it beneath the burning cave? So that's what the fuss was about. It collapsed. I'd heard the ground under the burning cave was hollow. I wanted to dig around, but that Taoist kept a close watch. Never got the chance. But this time... I know I'll strike it big once my leg recovers.
He wanted to dig around, but the Taoist was like, no. Even more clues that the Taoist is not... And I liked him at the beginning. I thought he was cool, but... Alright. What do we got? I think these are new. Fragment of Divine Gift. Infinite amounts. Cool. Ooh. Call of the Wild. Conjures missiles to assail enemy, dealing feathering damage. Spell used by the bow people that allows them to command the souls of birds to strike at their foes. Legend says that the souls of these feathered creatures answer the summons of the primordial deity. It was through this very spell that the primordial deity spread his mandate across the world, with all feathered souls responding to his call. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Let's see. Okay, okay. Well, a new spell. That's what I'd like to see.
Come back soon, you hear?
Alright. I think we got everything from Merchant Man. Let's go check. See, I wonder if Panda's here as well, or if he's just down there.
Get lost.
Panda's down here. All right, Panda, you down here, or are you not? Or are you back in the capital? Or is capital your final place? Oh, you are here. Okay. That's convenient. And he does have the same inventory, so that's good. All right. Cool. What do I want to do? Do I want to go check on the White Elder, see if if he's back there, or is it something else? Let me go check on the Elder real quick. Well, let's go level up, check on the Elder. 2 levels, huh? Yeah, it's 50,000 a pop at this point. It's 2 stamina. The Cyan Feather Chisel. We still haven't found that. Let's go down this tree. All right. I am going to go check on. I'm going to go check where the Elder and White Arena is. That place. I want to check on that. I wonder if he's there now that we learned a lot of stuff from the Bow Capital. So I have a feeling the Forbidden Lands, that little door is going to lead to the final boss, and I don't want to do that just yet. I think we're near the end. I think we're at the end at this point. He's back, which means we learned the truth, which means we can continue his little thing. I have a feeling this is a fight. The big old arena. I mean, we could try. Well, we can always buy those, so that's fine. So I assume this is a boss fight at this point, because we learned something about it. This might be good. Alright, I'm assuming this is a boss fight, so...
The Empire crumbles. Yet here I stand.
I assumed right. Eternal Glory, Zhao Yun's spirit. Ow. Oh. Okay, I tried to heal there. Alright. This shouldn't be... I wonder if we can actually deflect that. It didn't seem too hard, but I have a feeling he's going to have like a phase shift here halfway. Alright, I was right. That was a boss fight. Okay. You know what? We'll give it a few attempts. Let's see if we can do it. So it is a boss. He does have a weapon. We can clash with him. So using Blade Master is probably a good idea. Actually, in fact, let's put back that one. Oops. This one here. Yeah. Because that, I believe it reduces damage taken when we clash. Further reduces damage taken when we clash. So, all right. It's a good thing I did this next. 'Cause this, all right. Wasn't a bad attempt.
The Empire crumbles. Yet here I stand.
Throw the booze down, buddy. Oop. Humanoid enemy, so we backstab. Oops. Ooh, you have a get up attack, huh?
Immense power, capable of
Oh, there's a second to that.
limits of your resolve.
There we go. That's Frost. Okay, that's not bad. That is a parry stance, I'm assuming. Yeah. Clones. Oh. Alright, Pontus. No one wants to see a Pontiff in this game. Well, some people might, but not me. Yes, we know it's a counter stance. I could probably throw something at you to break out of it, but I don't have anything. Oh! I had reach.
Witness the might of the dragon.
Oh! Oop. Quick chug. Out. Woo!
Still set on this path. Good. That was the trial's purpose all along.
Dwelling Madness. Shoe Army board. Echoes of Zhao Yu. And there's the Cyan Feather. I was wondering where it was. The general once commanded his armies in a brutal clash against the monsters. Though he emerged victorious, claiming this object, the fallen soldiers and the beasts of the forest transformed into haunting nightmares that plagued him for ever since. Yes, yes, yes. Enter the dream, move forward. Alright. Sao Yu. Eternal Glory. That was a good fight. I liked it. Still can't beat the Twin Blade Clash health regain. Jesus Christ. Just, alternate between your quick charged heavy attack with your might and your R1s, because after the first heavy attack, like you charge up your heavy attack once, and then after that you do an R1 chain, and if you have the points in the skill tree, those R1 chains will be the 4th, 5th, and last, which will have Clash on them. So Blade Master will regain health on Clash. One benediction further reduces damage on Clash. So with Blade Master active, you should gain health every time you clash. So, and just kind of repeat R2. Well, the quick cast R2 with the might, and then R1, R1, R1. The last R1 you should gain a might again, and then clash again. And I think while Blade Master is active, you gain health per clash, and I think you gain might on clash too. It's kind of nuts. It's self-sustaining. Yeah, with health regen per clash as long as Blade Master active. Health gain on backstabs. So if you get behind big enemies in particular and just backstab them, you just gain health. God, the setup I have here is just so good particularly against enemies with weapons like this guy. God, who cares about attack patterns and AI, decision making and all that stuff when we just spam R2, R1, R1, R1. Yeah. Just, be aggressive in his face. Keep your Blade Master active. Keep your Divine Ward active. You should be good. I'm just so surprised by how effective this Twin Blade build is. It's just nuts. Let's enter the dream. Enter the dream, and then we'll check out the stuff. There he is. All right. All right. So before we talk to him, let's check out what he got. The Cyan Feather. There's actually There's actually 5 instead of 4. Okay. Cable unlocking the final temper slot from within the Imperatus repertoire. Yep, that's what we need. Okay. Shoe Army Board. Yep. Hand over to the merchant to gain you access to the product. An object called a board, used to identify a soldier's rank, often worn on the back. The general's unyielding obsession led him to carry this relic for over a millennium, a constant reminder to never forget his duty. I'm guessing his duty is to subjugate the bow people? Against the monsters. Unless he came later after the War of the Ancients, The War of the Ancients is between the ancient Shu people and the Bailings, which I'm guessing are like the divine people, I'm guessing. So there was that war. Their little relic got broken up into these chisels, and then probably later down the line, the bow people, I guess, found it and kind of try to do what the Shu people did. I'm guessing, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Because there's the bow people, there's the avians. I don't know if there's this. I don't know if they're the same. There's the shoe people. There's the avians. I don't know if they're the same. I don't know. But I'm guessing the bow people came after the shoe, and they tried to do what the shoe did as well. But I guess that's what this war the general was talking about, against the monsters. But I don't know. I have to go through all the item descriptions again. There we go. Echoes of Zhao Yun. Summons a fierce jade blade and unleash a thunderous roar, driving enemies back, especially potent against inner demons. Oh. Pinnacles Zhao Yu's mastery. Summon a fierce yada yada. The veteran general has roamed the land for a millennia, his silver spear cutting through countless battles, yet his white robe and pride remain untouched by a single blemish. Until today. All right, Mr. Zhao.
Noble of heart, unclouded of spirit, I pass this relic to you, and with it, my burden. Use it well, and may it spare the people from the horrors of the feathering. Noble, use it well.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, so let's go here. I fully expected a boss fight in this arena, but I wasn't quite sure it was the general. Well, that's actually amazing. Oh. There we go. Temperance fully unlocked. Oh, that's probably the general spell in that little preview. Yeah, that's probably his spell. Alright, I have one more level. Do I want to put it into anything? Yeah, I'll put it over here. So this so we can get to that. Alright. Oh, we can always... Oh, I forgot I gotta turn it in. Okay. Let's turn in the board to the Merchant Man, see what we get. Man, I like that fight. That was a good fight. Trivialized it with the twin blade setup, but it was a good fight. All right, Mr. Merchant Man, I got something for you.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment. This seems like a relic from the Shu army during the era of the Three Kingdoms. Shu made its capital here once. Could this be from those days? Tales of the White General still echo through Shu. I've heard an old storyteller recount them. Truly inspiring. If only we could witness it. The General's glory firsthand. Oh, just kidding. How could he still be alive if he's already dead? Right?
Like that at the end there. Right? Question mark? And who knows in this troubled times, but... So that dialogue. Talking about, the ancient kingdom of Shu and... or the kingdom of Shu millennia ago, so I have no idea who's who anymore. I want to say the ancient Shu is one people, the bow people are another. Avians are probably the bow people trying to ascend. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Oh, Malice Sting. Sharp silver long spear housing a clever internal mechanism. When activated, the spearhead fills with venom, inflicting blight damage upon foes. The spear was a gift from a grateful subordinate to a benevolent veteran, crafted as a token of their admiration, yet the veteran never wielded it, and after millennia of wandering, the one who offered the spear has long turned to dust, resting as withered bones beneath an unmarked mound. So I guess it's one of the general subordinates gifted him the spear as a token of their admiration, but the elder never used it. And I guess the tomb is where his subordinates rest. $10,000. I think we can use temperance to buff blight. Makes the effect much more potent. You know what? We can spare a thing. All right, I got this from the DLC, from like I think either the deluxe or the pre-order. Might as well use it.
What treasures do you have for me today? Let me make an assessment. If you've got more.
Cool. Some kind of weapon, huh? Is that all the weapons in the game? There's not a lot. I am going to go quickly check this. I wonder if there's someone here. Probably not, but I'm curious. Because it was talked about our obsession. Our obsessions kind of stem from home, I think. Well, it stems from the death of our sister, Bai Wuchang. I don't know. Never mind. Whatever. Never mind, never mind. Back to the Forbidden Lands, and then we'll call an episode. Anything else? That's interesting. That's where we came from. Alright, I didn't realize we were in Black Reach. Okay. An evil eye above us, huh? Alright, well. Anyway. Alright, and with that, I am going to call an episode. Yep. We finally finished up the Bow Capital. I actually finished it this time. We went down to where we found Pinwheel, continued down the elevator, checked out that little area. Yep, there's just a bunch of random plant enemies, monsters, whatever. Some items here and there. But nothing too special. So, yeah, so we cleared out that area, and then we continued forward into the opening. Yep. Yeah, just kind of skirted around the edge of the area, let the monstrosities and the one-winged guys, those guys, just kind of fight it out amongst themselves. Yeah, no need for us to get involved. Just kind of avoided them, skirted the little poison swamp, corrupted water, whatever, and I just kind of gathered items along the way. Found a switch that apparently it moved a statue, I think, which eventually led to the path to here, to the Forbidden Lands. So we did that, dropped down to this big open area. There was a little monstrosity in the middle, but we took care of him using our environment. Yeah, spawned him with a little firebomb, sipped on a little pressure plate, and just watched him die from arrow barrage. Yep, an arrow trap. So I think it killed him in one little burst, so that's... And apparently he doesn't respawn either, so that's always good. Yeah, so we did it that way, cleared out the little area, looted the items. I think it was just got a little radiant feather in there, I believe. Which actually, the only way back out from that area was a benediction door. Yep, we just kind of opened it up. I'm trying to remember what it gave us. I don't quite remember what it gave us. I think it gave us this, the Blood Ward. Yeah, I think it was this one here. Yeah. Taking damage reduces damage for a time. So, yeah, so we've opened that, got that, just kind of continued along, kind of skirted the area, letting the monsters fight each other, grabbing items, defeating golems, using those little zombie people to regain our health. Yeah. Just kind of did that. Went to the other side of the area. Defeated one of the one-winged guys, the big guys with the one wing. Instead of going forward, we did right up the stairs, took care of a golem, kind of got ambushed by another big one-winged guy. Took care of him, another golem, dropped down, which was apparently a alternate path instead of the little poison swamp path down below, but I did backtrack into the swamp because there are items there and I gotta get all the items. So, went to grab the items, got ambushed. I should have expected to get ambushed, but ambushed, kind of got stuck in a corner, and we died. Yeah, we died from corrupted poisoning from the swamp, so not from the enemies, but from the environment. Totally different. So we respawned, ran back to where we died, taking care of another one-winged guy. Dealt with our little ambusher, gathered our bloodstain, killed more enemies, gathered more items, yeah. And we continued forward to the second switch, which turned another statue, which we needed to get the other piece to come to open the way to get here. Yeah. And yeah, before we did that, we checked out the little center tree thing, like that thing right there. Checked out the little center tree. It's a good thing we did, because we got a luminous feather, as well as I believe we got an avian tear, which is a big old consumable. So I think we got that tree as well. So those two things, very good. And then after that, we, I guess, ran past the enemies to the little altar area, raised our tokens, the soulbird halves, these things. Raised them up. It opened the way to here. Kind of investigated. Totally expecting a fight, but all we found are those guys kind of worshipping in reverence to that, whatever that is. I'm guessing that's the Gate of Truth. So we came up here, activated the shrine, grabbed, I think, another radiant feather on the stairs. And then after that, we went back to Annalum, turned in the giant bronze arrow to Wu Gang, which opened up a bit more in the shop. The biggest thing was another spell, a feathering spell. So we bought that. And then after that, we went back to the forest to check out the tomb area, because after going through the Bow Capital, after talking to Duriel, I believe is the trigger. Yeah, talking to Duriel in the Bow Capital, I think we learned the truth. And the Elder in White said, once we learned the truth, to come back to him. So that's what we did. We went back there. He did return. So, and at that point, I wasn't quite sure, but I prepared for a boss fight because it seemed like it was a boss fight because it's a really big arena and a really big area. Yeah, so walked in, and it turned out it was. Yep, it was a boss fight with the eternal glory? I don't know, eternal something. Zhao Yu's a spirit, or memories, or whatever. So, echoes of... Zhao Yu. Yep, or Zhao Yun. So, gave it our first attempt. Not too well. I think we got him down to like a third health, so we did pretty good in our first attempt. So we ran back, prepared properly, fired up our weapons, consumed a little stamina reduction item, and we just kind of fought him. Yep. Yeah, definitely relied on Clash in that fight. Yeah. Using Blade Master to regain health on Clash, have a little benediction that gained health on backstabs. Yeah, just kind of, and popped, Divine Ward whenever we had the might to spare. So, we did pretty well. Yeah, this, my little twin blade setup, who cares about, dodging attacks or learning patterns? Just run up to him, start swinging, and you'll be fine. Once you get going, you can get going. So, yeah, so we just kind of wailed on him until he's dead. Yeah, got a few stance break backstabs on him. Well, I think one proper stance break. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Yeah. So we beat him up. Got the last chisel, the cyan chisel, which allowed us to fully unlock our temperance, so we can add a fifth slot, a fourth slot, or whatever. Hold on. A fourth slot. This one up here. So we can add one of these in there as well. Increase fire damage or increase fire buildup. Fire damage. Alright. Cool. So we got the chisel for that slot. Got this echo spell. Got his little merchant item. Yeah. So now he's just chilling there, saying, we did good. We didn't succumb to the power. So he gave us the chisel for safekeeping, I guess, because we were deserving of it. Yeah. So we went back to Annalum, turned in the board to the merchant, bought a spear, the Malice Spear. I don't know if it's actually going to be any good. It does buff Blight buildup, but Blight's an interesting thing. It does damage. It really just reduces max HP over time. So if you get the enemy down, if you lower your enemy's health, trigger Blight might not do anything. So it's an interesting little thing. It might depend on who you Blight, though. Yeah, it might depend on who you Blight. But it's an interesting weapon, so we'll keep it in our back of the pocket. Yep. And then after that, we came here, and yep, that was it. Yeah, because I believe this is the end. I think the final boss is right past this door. And I'm pretty sure it's the Taoist medicine guy, the Taoist doctor, that stupid bastard. I thought he was cool at the beginning, and now he's like, the hidden enemy. Yeah, because he was... because once we found him in the burning cave, he said, with years of research, and this turned out like this. And the consort, Yu Zai, commissioned him to revive the emperor. And Wu Gang suspected there was hollow underneath the burning caves. He tried to dig, but the Taoist guy kept him from doing it. Like, the Taoist guy knew there was something down there. It's either that, yeah, it's Taoist guy is, man. I think we helped him. It's a good thing I didn't give him the chisel. Yeah, it's a good thing we didn't give them chisel, and we kind of listened to Pinwheel guy by not trusting anybody. But yeah, the only thing I could think of would be the Taoist guy, maybe our obsession, if that. Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know what's coming up. I've kept myself from reading any lore stuff, watching any videos. I just kept myself from all that, so I don't know what's coming up. I'm just guessing it's the Taoist guy, but it can't just be him. He must have like turned into something, like a monster or something. Yeah, because he, was defying fate with the red mercury and all that stuff. So, yeah, that's gonna be an interesting fight. All right, but anyway, that is for another episode. So, I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.